Wonder shall never end though. When I see South Africans who really are upset about things going on in South Africa, I just feel for them. It's like a case of saying that, oh, they wish all these kind of things never happened. So I watched a video where a woman said Operation Dulula says put South Africans first. Bahamambe, wherever it is. You South Africans, you know what that means. They say that they want to clean their country, they don't want the mess in their country, that people come from outside the country to do rubbish and all. And then she posted a video of a man in South Africa the man is a South African. He said, okay, you said you want to drive people out of South Africa. When you enter a bus, when you enter a taxi, you see women going out to hustle. You see foreigners going out to hustle. That South African men do not do all of those. They are seated at home doing nothing. Now I understand why there are plenty on my comment section, trolling and doing things. Now I understand why. Because they don't go out to work. They don't do anything. The man said that South Africans cannot survive without crime, that they're always doing crime, that now you're saying that, oh, that you should go to the street and see those lying on the street, they're South Africans. They say, go to the prison. You can't count how many South Africans are there. That all these arrests they've been doing that has to do with crime. How many foreigners have they arrested? That they keep saying foreigners take over their jobs, they go to school, they do this. That the foreigners stop them from doing it themselves, those who even own the country. That's when the man now still mentioning that some people will go out there, they will not do anything. They can't do anything. It's their women that even go out to work. If you go to the bus stations and all, it's women and foreigners that are working hard. That if those foreigners don't work hard, with South Africans have what to eat. That why are they always everything foreigners? If they don't eat to foreigners, if they swallow bone, foreigners, everything has to be about foreigners. What the foreigners really do to you. Now, they are saying, the lady is saying that if a foreigner in South Africa, that foreigners are people who are non-South Africans. If you are there, you need to be careful where you go to and all that, because they say they are sweeping out and all that. They are pushing out foreigners. The truth is, if they push out the foreigners, can they do the job? Do they have the mental capacity? Do they have the capabilities to do any job? They don't, right? So now see South Africans, what they responded on the comment section. This one say, would you travel out of your country? By the way, the lady also mentioned, she's a South African, she also mentioned that if you people are saying that the foreigners are bringing powder to your children to take, how come you have not trained your child not to take powder? And what guarantee do you have that if these foreigners are swept out of your country, your children will stop taking powder? That taking powder means that you are an irresponsible parent for your children to be taking powder. Okay, well, let us hear the reaction of some South Africans that were at her comment section, because this matter, itai rapa iwe gele. You see, somebody said, would you travel out of a country to another country to sell what they already have? Come to South Africa, open a business, register it, and sell what we don't have. Okay. Meaning that they already have the powder. The other foreigners are not supposed to bring in powder to sell. Okay, I understand now. That's good. I'm happy that the South Africa has confirmed that they sell powder also. So it means that they sell powder and they have done better than them who taught them the trade, because South Africans are the ones that taught foreigners the trade of selling powder. Now it's obvious that they have outsmarted them. Like the other day, somebody say, Nigerians are coming to sell powder. I say, it is you people. They learned it from you. They learned the trade from you, and now they've outsmarted you. So now the thing where they verse you be that. Do you understand? This person said, selling tomatoes. Okay, she was mentioning in the video that when you sell, is it that they are going to ask all the women selling tomatoes on the road? So I'm asking, so in South Africa, they sell tomatoes on the road? I didn't know. We are getting there. That is the people selling tomatoes on the road, are they going to ask them to go back to their country that they want to know? This person said, selling tomatoes or anything else is not a scarce skill. This one said, don't touch parenting style, cause before the wide availability of powder, it was accessible only in certain areas. Okay, you are agreeing small that before the outsiders brought in the powder, it was available in certain areas. Which means there was powder existing in South Africa before the foreigners came, right? Okay. So they learned from you and outsmarted you. Okay. That's good. We're getting there. By choice and to adult, not our children. Really? To adult. Those adults are parents. So if you want to be a good parent, do not take that thing. Do not take it so that your children will not take it. Let me tell you the truth. If you like hide in the toilet and be taking all those things, your children will one day take it. It's like that. Children learn from what you do, not what you say to them. Okay. He said the influx of powder business people brought us to where we are today. It's a lie. You people, South Africans, you need to wake up and stop blaming everybody but yourself. If you don't eat in your house, it's foreigners. If you don't sleep well, it's foreigners. If mosquito bite you, it's foreigners. If anything, somebody greet you too much, it's foreigners. What is it? Haven't you done enough? This person say if the vendors is highly if that vendor is highly illegally, now wow, the English he or she can go and sell those tomatoes in their country of origin. Really, no problem. They will go and sell. Let's say you people be hungry because you don't farm, you don't do anything. The white men come to your country, they use you as farmers while their own children go to best of schools. There are areas in your country that black people cannot enter. Is it a lie? Only the big people and white people enter. You better wake up, black Africans. Okay, black South Africans. This one said, but they are selling in areas that we don't sell. I was married to Congolese and talk the same language to be accepted by my in-laws. Oh, really? Okay. This one said, Dudula is crazy. Ask the whites to leave South Africa. Exactly. Ask the whites to leave South Africa. No, it is the blacks they are pursuing out. And when you people are entering, when you enter apartheid, you will not be looking for African countries to come and save you. Why are you people like this? You are driving the blacks and keeping the whites. Who are your main problem? This one said, the fatherlessness and irresponsibility through negligence by most mothers are the root cause of young children smoking gun in South Africa. I could really recall in 2024, young South African children under 15 unalive a very responsible Nigerian. That's the truth. All those South African children, they used to buy, they unalive a lot of Nigerian children. This is not even a lie. A very responsible Nigerian father and a wonderful husband, brother, just because he asked them to stop smoking gun. You see? So they unalive a full-blown adult just because he told them not to. Because in my place, in our country, Nigeria, as you see it like this, once a child does anything, anybody has the right to tell him that thing you are doing is wrong. You understand? They unalive the man, and he took it. Okay, just because he asked them not to stop smoking, he took it off them and disposed of it. These untrained children waited and attacked him next day morning while opening his electrical service office in Hillbrow. It's only when black South Africans begin to take responsibility of their failure to raise their children that these domestic misbehaviors and those given to powder will stop. Exactly. The owner of the channel said, but when once someone speaks about this problem, they will be fast to say you are speaking bad about our country because you are married to Nigerian. In most of these foreigners, there is no Nigeria there. Exactly. The person responded and said, protecting your husband's usual powder business will keep you fed. I don't think it's fair to blame their parents because the first solution to this is first get rid of the market for powder, set an example with the foreigners, then our kids will have to no market to buy. This guy said the primary challenges faced by South Africans stem from internal forces rather than external pressures. Many South Africans misplace their frustration by pointing fingers at Nigerians instead of addressing their underlying issues. I pray and wish South African parents will become responsible to raise children that will be out of the streets. This matter is becoming worse than I thought. Go home, this person said. Another person said, you need to study and understand our constitution before coming here and spread misinformation and ignorance. Would you name a single country in the name that accepts illegal migration? Illegal migration is not even tolerated by international laws of my immigration. So what's your problem? Do you have any legislative background to prove your argument? Do you have any qualification in law or legal practice? Why are you busy talking about something in you know nothing about? You don't have any supportive legal sources to quote from. Arguing with you is just waste of time and energy. I strongly believe that you need some education in legal studies. After finishing few modules, you would realize how much you didn't know about laws and constitution. Remember, the less you know about something, the more you think you know. Education is very important. This one say we cleaning. This other person is from South Africa. He say they are cleaning their country. This one say our beautiful wife. This other one person say let them go and do crimes in their countries like South Africans. They are doing crimes in South Africa. Okay. Really? This person comments on my page. This person I'm reading his comments on my page. He said the way you sound, man, you sound like a Zimbabwean. We need people coming have fully documented. So if they did crime, they can be traced. Or if he or she dies, we can trace he or she's country. Common sense, you. This one said, why be an illegal peoples have their own country? No more illegality in South Africa. We have been abused in South Africa by the so-called brothers of another mother. So please call them to come to go home. This one said, illegal immigrants who sell vegetables in Mzansi are indeed taking over our jobs. There is nowhere in the whole world where you find people from other countries selling vegetables in other countries. This is done only in Mzansi, Africa. Are you serious? This was all countries put their citizens first in their duty of care. Another person say, hey, I am just asking myself who this lady is. Mara explaining Tago Didom. Serious, no parent can allow her child to do drugs. You can't follow your child everywhere he or she goes. Use common sense and have question you didn't your parent teach you what that are xenophobic. What are you come here? Hey, English. Oh, these people struggle to write. Selling tomatoes on the street in South Africa, how does that contribute to the economy? Oh God in heaven, they don't even pay tax. Most have illegal documents, some don't have them at all. Systems are being abused, such as health, school, taxes, taxpayers' money. Even illegal immigrants get sick. They go to collect free medication from the clinics, borrowing each other's passport. Social welfare services are stuck with foreign children not registered and cannot access social schools because mothers don't have necessary documents. Some schools accommodate them until certain period while they are eating in the feeding scheme as a meant for South Africa. What is meant for South Africans and other foreigners' kids? The proper documents to be in South Africa. South Africa needs foreign big companies to invest in South Africa and hire South Africans, just like South Africa did in Nigeria by MTN and ShopRite. People who work in those ShopRites in Nigeria, so don't need people who come to South Africa and add problems to the poverty and criminal activities, or come and put hawker stands everywhere and make our cities dirty. For sure, many tourists are starting to avoid South Africa because of this and high crime rates. So South Africans, so tourists have started avoiding you people because of high crime rates. Okay, this one says that ShopRite is not a South African company operating in Nigeria. A group of Nigerian investors bought it. MTN structure in Nigeria is different. Nigerians own major of the shares. Very soon we will buy them off, so they leave Nigeria. The profit they make and repatriate to South Africa will not be there anymore. Nigeria needs to not to forget. You see, Nigerians are waking up also. They are saying that the same thing you people are doing, they cannot tolerate it any longer in their country. So you see, make everybody day in own country, right? make everybody day he day. At the end of the day, who is going to get burnt is them now. At the end of